The automotive industry is one of the most fiercely contested industries in the world, as different countries showcase their prowess when it comes to car manufacturing. When you go to Italy, they take pride in the likes of the Lamborghini, Maserati, and also the Ferrari. The Germans are well known in producing cars like the Mercedes-Benz, the Audi, and the Volkswagen. The UK is home to the Rolls-Royce, the Land Rover, and also the McLaren. And when we go to the Japanese market, they take pride in manufacturing the Subaru, the Toyota, and also the Mazda. Bringing us to the question of today: us as Kenyans, do we have any car manufacturing plant, or our strength solely lies in car importation? That is a discussion we'll be having today as we delve into the Mobius One that is making its debut right here in Automobile, where we normally say it's all about confidence in motion. Make sure you follow us across all our social media platforms, and make sure you subscribe to our channel at Automobile with a double I on the end, and also hit the notification button so that whenever we produce a video like this, you get notified. Now let's get into the Mobius. Now many people have opined that Kenya has a manufacturing plant and the car that Kenya is producing is Mobius, but is it? Now, when it comes to the discussion about the inception of Mobius, I did thorough research and did discover that Mobius was incorporated in the United Kingdom. That is where the paperwork was done, but the manufacturing plant is based in Kenya. Now, taking a look at its history, there was a person by the name Joel Jackson who used to work for an organization, a microforestry organization that was based in the rural areas here in Kenya. And as he was going on with his duties, he did discover that the rural roads in Kenya were impassable, and they used to damage the vehicle. So out of his invention and thinking, he felt like I should come up with a car that could traverse the off-road terrains without damaging its body components. And that is how the Mobius came into inception as Joel Jackson became its founder and the CEO. Now, the first production of Mobius did take place in the year 2010. They were first based in Kilifi County before they relocated to Mombasa, and as we speak right now, they are based in Nairobi on your way to Mombasa Road at Samia Industrial Park. Now, the first design of Mobius, it was very simplistic, it was utilitarian, and the best feature about this car is that it had no any kind of modern feature, because everything was very simple. It had no power assisted steering, it had no navigation system, and even it does not have the door handles. The company cited that that was done, the car was kept minimalistic so as to keep the development cost very low. Now, when it comes to the second type of prototype of the Mobius, we did find out that it had kind of improved features in terms of the design and engineering. It was much more better compared to its predecessor, but it still had no modern features like the airbags and also the navigation system and also the door handles. As you can see, it does not have any kind of door handles. As we speak currently, Mobius has produced the third generation of its prototype, which has all the kind of modern features from traction control to anti-lock braking system, and also the infotainment system is up to date, and it competes very well with the rivals of Mobius in that category of the sport utility vehicle. Now, when it comes to the maintenance of this car, it is not very costly because it's very simple. The thing about Mobius is moving you from point A to B. Now, taking a look at the front end, we do see that the Mobius it's very conservative. We do have a bulba, and also there is a grill, which through when you are driving this car, the wind will help in cooling the radiator, which in turn cools the engine. Also, the headlights, they are very simple and they are boxy and they are very bright when you are driving at night. Also, the model does have some contours which helps in improving the aerodynamics of the vehicle. Even though the vehicle is very boxy, at least it can go at a faster speed than you can expect. So let's take a look at the side profile of the Mobius 1. Now, taking a look at the side profile of the Mobius, it's also very conservative. We do have kind of a running board, but it plays a role of more of protecting the body components, especially when you are traversing the off-road terrains. And also when you take a look at the approach and departure angles, they are very good because you can cruise any terrain regardless of how bad it is or how extreme it is. The Mobius 1 will cruise it without any struggle or any effort. I also do like the side mirrors. They are kind of boxy and big enough to see the rear side of what is coming behind you. Also plays a big role when you want to overtake a vehicle in front of you. Now, one thing about this car is that it doesn't have door handles. You open it from the inside. Unaona kama ile mlango ile lock ya dirisha, exactly like that. And also it does not have any window panes. There are no power windows. There is no power mirror. The windows, the canvas do play the role of the windows. As you can see, the canvas have been folded. So if it's raining or you feel like you want some privacy, you can just unfold the canvas and it will play the role that you want it to play, be it when it's raining or when the sun is too hot. So let's take a look at the rear end of the Mobius 1. The rear end of the Mobius is kind of aggressive. Instead of having its spare wheel at the low end of the vehicle, we do have it mounted at the tailgate. And also its tailgate is manually operated, as you can see. That is how it is open, and also it does not have any door handle. You have to push it or use of some force from your hand to open it. And also we do have a bull bar. Of course, it plays a big role in protecting the body components, especially the taillights when cruising the off-road terrains. Of course, at the side profile, I did forget to mention about the over fenders. They make the car look more muscular and a bit of aggressive. On top of the Mobius, we do have some roof rails, and also there is a kind of a metallic chumadoshi, kind of a sunroof that improves ambient lighting, especially when you're going for a tour travel, let's say in Masai Mara, Tsavo, or which other place? Nairobi Game Reserve. Yeah. So that's all about the rear end of the Mobius 1. So let's take a look at the first row, or rather the interior of this sport utility vehicle. So I'm seated in the first row of the Mobius 1, and as you can see, I'm enjoying ample legroom and headroom. Now to the steering wheel of this car, it is not power assisted because remember the first generation and also the second generation of the Mobius had no power assisted steering wheels. The cluster meter is very plain and basic. We do have the fuel gauge, the temperature gauge, and also the speedometer. Now this car can give you a mileage of 120 kilometers per hour at 3000 rev per minute. Of course, it's very fuel efficient because it's a 1.6 liter linked to a 5-speed manual transmission. As you can see, we do have the gear here and the handbrake. And also when it comes to compartment storages, we don't have door pockets, but we do have a center console that is lockable, and also there's a glove compartment box that if you don't know how to open it, that is how it is being opened. And also closing it is just press it like that and you close it. And also you do have a shelf storage over here, and that is pretty all about the interior of the Mobius 1. Now at the second row, it's kind of split. It is not a row, in fact it's a column whereby it can haul goods or freight from one place to another, or even it can ferry around 6 to 7 passengers at large. 6 to 7 passengers they can be ferried on this car from one place to another. So with me in this shot, two gentlemen who are very kind to me. I did meet them along in town CBD, and I requested them to review their car, and they did accept without any kind of payment to them. So they have been very good to me. So here with me is Patrick, and this one is Justin. So Justin understands the mechanical part of this car, and maybe to ask him just hii gari kwanza engine yake ni aina gani?
Engine yake ni Pujo. Pujo 16cc.
Ongea kwa sauti ukusikie.
Pujo 16cc. It's a Kenyan made.
Kenyan made.
Yeah, Mobius. One.
Gearbox ni aina gani? Ni transmission ama ni
manual?
Manual. 5-speed manual.
Yeah. So kwa issue ya gearbox, hii gari haina issue ya gearbox. 5 speed. Maintenance yake pia iko, naona kama iko sawa, affordable. The same na engine. Yeah.
Tangu inunue umepiga sasa mileage ngapi sasa hizi?
Mileage tulipata kama ikiwa na around 26.
Sasa hizi?
Sasa hii niko almost 40,000.
Na in terms of suspension system iko aje, iko sawa ama ulibadilisha ama ni ile tu original?
Kubadilisha, ile walitengeneza ni hivyo. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa ni original ile ilikuja. Yeah.
Pato?
Yes.
Hii gari hii imekubamba ama unaona ni kama ijafika ile level ulikuwa unataka?
Hii gari kwa kusema ukweli imenibamba, imetubamba sana, imetusaidia. Na ni easy ku maintain, ni affordable. Pia kitu kingine naweza sema inatufikisha mahali penye tunaenda, penye tunahitaji kuenda inatufikisha. Kwa sababu imetupeleka sehemu tofauti. Tumekuwa nayo Mombasa, tumekuwa nayo side za Amboseli huko, tumekuwa nayo side ya Masai Mara, tumekuwa nayo side ya Busia. So ina work kwa mahitaji yetu yenye tunahitaji tusaidie, ina work. Yeah.
So umesema umbali umeenda nayo ni Mombasa?
Umbali nimeenda nayo ni Mombasa. Na iko poa, ilienda ikarudi.
Na inakunywa mafuta sana ama ni kidogo?
Iko sawa, kwa mafuta iko sawa.
Yeah. Lita moja hapa tu inakunywa
pesa moja na kupeleka around
how many kilometers?
13 kilometers.
13 kilometers to a liter. Yeah. Pato mko mna mpango wa kuuza hii gari?
Bado.
Hata uambiwe sasa hii milioni 20?
Bado hatujafikiria, haijawahi kuwa kwa mpango wetu. Of late tumekuwa approach na a lot of different people. Kuna figure watu wametuoffer, lakini reality ni moja pia. Unajua tukiuza maybe tuwezi pata ingine kama hii. Na maybe hata kama tuseme hata kama tulikuwa tumeinunua hata kama ni milioni 1, hata tupewe milioni 2.5. Na ipatikane. So unaona hiyo ni challenge. So at the moment tumeamua to keep because ni easy to maintain, ni affordable, na pia ina service yake inatusabu poa.
One thing mliniambia hizi gari zilikuwa manufactured ngapi?
54.
Hii ni namba?
Hii ndio the last born, 54.
The only 54 cars that were manufactured, and this was the last car to be manufactured. How unique is that? Na pia they have another car, Mobius 1, si ndio?
Yeah, so we have 2. We have 2 of them. The first one is number 26. And this one is the last born, 54.
54.
So they were made 54. The 4 first were zilikuwa the cartoon, the prototypes, and then the 50 of them, they were like the real cars. So in the last born 54, and then the other one in mtoto wa katikati. Yeah.
So that is the perspective of the owners, and one thing I did come to know about Mr. Patrick and Mr. Justin is that they also run a kind of an art organization that has created employment for a number of youth. Maybe Patu tueleze kidogo hii mambo ya art ulianza siku gani na ni mambo gani huwa mnafanya huko?
Okay. So kwa majina mimi naitwa Patrick. I'm the project coordinator kwa Kibera Art District. Kibera Art District is a movement of bringing different collective of artists working together. So kwa Kibera Art District sisi wenyewe tuko located Kibera Olympic, na tuko na gallery yenye inaitwa HOF Gallery yenye iko ndani ya Kibera Art District. Tuko pia na place tunafundisha watoto art, kuchora vitu tofauti. Tuna work na a lot of different visual artist studios wenye wako pia part of Kibera Art District. Tuko pia na glass studio penye we do recycle bottles and make glass beads. Then out of those glass beads we make the bracelets, we make the keychains, make earrings, stuff tofauti zenye tunaweza fanya kutoka kwa glass.
Exactly. So that is just a snippet of what they do, and in 3 weeks I'll be doing a feature story. I'll be covering their work, and keep here at Automobi and you'll get everything in regards to the art organization that Mr. Patrick and his colleague Mr. Justin are running. Sometimes last week when I was going through a certain book, I came across a certain can I call it a proverb that was saying tough times create strong people create good times create weak people, and weak people create weak times or tough times. So huko upande gani? And the circle begins all again. Anyway, Automobi is in partnership with Top Car Kenya. That is, we have created a conducive environment from where you can purchase your dream car regardless of the dealership you are working with. What we are doing with Top Car Kenya is that we have a website called Top Car Kenya. You can check it on Google. We have written a number of articles from Mitsubishi, Mercedes, Subaru, Mazda, Range Rover, Land Cruiser, all them, you can name them, telling you the specs of each and every car and what you should keep into consideration when purchasing a car. So great people, we are not charging you any penny. Just go to the website, Top Car Kenya, and go through the articles. Of course, it was written by yours truly, and you'll get up to date with everything and anything in regards to automobiles. So great people, this is the end of today's production of Automobi. We are reviewing the Mobius one, whose manufacturing plant is based in Kenya. So keep subscribing to this channel and hit the notification button so that whenever we produce a video like this, you get notified. This is Automobi. We normally say it's all about confidence in motion. Situonane.